Okay, so I'm like, if you want me to be honest, I play like hard support. Like
Yeah.
I play breach every round. I play Mira every round where we need it. The most frag I'll play when I'm trying to win, like tonight, obviously, is like the most frag I'll play is like smoke, where I'll try to like play make on breaches and walk through doors and stuff. But
Yeah.
you'll see more of that on like Organ probably. But yeah, my role is like
So that's the
definitely.
first question I wanted to ask is like with Monty being such like a dominant operative, for you being such a calm heavy player, like are you like not as well versed on Monty yourself? Because I personally think with your skill set, you could be like an insane Monty player. Like
The
I think
thing,
you're really
yeah,
loud. Yeah.
the thing is with Monty, like I probably am the most talkative person in these tournaments, but the problem with Monty is like I have no gun skill with his pistol, like zero. I feel like gun skill is what holds me back. Like
Yeah, you do need to be good at ADSing slightly because if they do kill your teammate, you have to get the refrag with the ADS.
I
Yeah.
have like no frag potential. Yeah, that's like my problem.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay.
So normally on this take, we'll have like a cam prepped in strip, a cam prepped garage, a cam prepped top main, just so like
Yeah.
Stomp will like float into strip and then Mingo will get into garage.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's one thing that I'm already seeing that's really good out of you is the cut camp placement for your entry. You're already getting your like your entry side into strip like super duper fast. That's really good. That's exactly what a hard support should be doing. So that's really good. Are these stacks different like every single tourney?
For the most part, they're kind of similar. Sometimes they'll change a little bit, but I normally will play with Stompin. Occasionally, I'll play with like Kaysen, but yeah, it's normally the same stack. Yeah, like we have a similar
Yeah.
stack, so we have a lot of chemistry with the team, which is good.
Yeah. Honestly, this might be longer than an hour just because like I like watching entire rounds.
No,
when I
no,
could.
you're good. I got
Yeah.
time.
Yes, sir. So really good drone work out of like the team in general. Like for you guys just skip this straight to the first floor like without even clearing any of the room. Good knowledge about the hatches. And for any of like the new people that are coming in that like don't know what Jynxzi's doing here, essentially if there's a Cade on this hatch, he's you know, Hibanaing to the side of it because the Cade can't catch it, but if his Hibana pellets are near the Cade, like if it's right here, it'll break the Cade and he's able to get the hatch right after. So good habits out of him.
Yeah, I
You
learned
can
that
see
a couple
me
years
drawing,
ago.
right?
Yep. I can see you drawing. It's actually
Yeah, that's good.
sick. I like that.
And this is like good like game knowledge out of like your players right here is that like when you do this clear, the first vert you want to make is the vert that you see them, you know, your teammates fighting right here, right? Like they're looking down main stairs, immediately cut off the flanker main stairs. So really good job. Because once you set a guy blue stairs and a guy right here on this vert, like there's no way they can retake up to any floor right here.
So here, my thought process was just to hold this guy dirt the whole round, like because
Yeah.
they didn't even know, like he didn't know that I knew.
Yeah, definitely good patience out of you guys. Like good, the right thing
Yeah.
to do right there was definitely not to let you keep momenting and keep momenting. One thing I'm actually noticing is that I think you would benefit a lot from something that I call wrangling calls, right? What do I mean by wrangling calls? So if you hear the calling that like your teammates are making, since they're mostly like really aggressive fraggers, they're all saying, I can hit this, I can hit this, I can hit this. They're all opportunistic callers, right? They're not really team leader callers, right? Where you are kind of like, as much as like, you know, people can like dog on you what you want, you're like the loudest guy that will make sure your team's resetting, 3-2-1ing, going together, fall back, stay together, don't get too ahead of yourselves. So the thing is, you actually don't need to call anything strategic, right? You don't need to call anything strategic. The most important call that you can make as like a Wrangle IGL type player on hard breach is reset, right? 3-2-1, right? Slow down, shit that makes you play together, right? Because even if Stompin finds a gap, Mingo finds a gap, whoever the fuck finds a gap, if they all go at different times, it's a shitty play no matter how good the gap is, right? individually.
Yeah.
So if you make them go together on a horrible play, it's infinitely better than that. So that's what I'm saying. Like right here, if possible, even if they die after, right? Even if they die after like this 4v4 exchange, right here when it gets to 4v3 stop and dies. Right here, if you can call reset, even if they die after, you're doing something right. Like at least that's something you can throw in there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So
I
it's
think,
more of like a reset, like like stuff like that where it's like come back, like fall back, like we like slow down, like calls that. I never heard that term like wrangling. Is that like a pro league term? Like it's more of like
it's
you're
something that I like to use. Yeah.
yeah, you're bringing the team together. I get what you're saying. It's not really like because Stompin's like a gap finder, Kaysen's a gap finder, even Mingo's a gap finder. But my job is just to almost like wrangle. I get that and coordinate things and bring it together. I understand that.
Like even for aggressive calls, right? It's like, oh, like chill real quick, 3, 2, 1, swing, right? Or off my contact, right? That's another one you'll hear, off my contact. Or like double up with me, right? Double up with me. Things like this that really aren't strategical. They're not really, I can take blue, main stairs this, map control that. They're more so just making sure people are together. And that's something that you can do as someone who can talk the entire round, every round, right? Because that's your strength, right? Is that you won't shut up. Some people, they'll tunnel vision so hard that they'll just stop talking mid-round and won't even care about what their team is doing, but that's not you, right? You see the bigger picture.
Yep.
But this was good out of you, like out of your the main idea here to just like wait for them to move was definitely good because you guys didn't really have like a hold in the round right there.
Yeah, they went for another church hold. This team does like to cade tube a lot, so we kept bringing the Maverick. But I think this round they switched off it because what we've noticed on console tourneys is like a cade tube is like a one and done type of thing. Like it's like a catch people off guard. Like you have a cade hide in moto. Like that's the limit of it. Like no one just gonna run cade tube every round.
Yeah. I think that's one difference between PC is like on certain sites on PC is we'll spam K-tube just because it's such an easy C4 against the Mav. Like if you're K-tubing a wall, you force a Mav and then you have like fucking 2 C4s already from the K and the tube. And you can just always go for that kill with the C4. One habit that like I do like is your drone vision. If possible though, like main structure on PC is the hard breach main droner will usually save 2 drones and then ask their entry to put that first cut drone, right?
I see.
You have 2 drones to actually active drone with because you do really well with overall vision, right? Imagine if you had a drone for active droning initials, right?
Yeah.
And then re-droning the site setup for execute call, right? You would have double vision as opposed to losing the one first in prep phase. So obviously it's habit at this point. Maybe it's good to keep it this way if this is your team's habit and you guys win a lot with it. But one difference I see from pro play is that pro play like hard breaches will save both drones and ask their entries to actually put the cuts in first for them. And then they'll hold their entries.
No, that's smarter because sometimes when I'm prepping a cut, it'll get shot. And then it's like I only have 1 drone if I want to drone in like Stomp It or Case. And I only have like 1 drone for them as opposed to 2.
Yeah.
I like
and
that.
especially since Stompin' and Kaysen are more like likely to die first.
Yep.
So it's like, what's the point of them having a drone in pocket?
Yeah, that's way smarter. That actually makes perfect sense. They're less likely to make it to that last minute of the round because their job is to frag.
I've actually never seen this strat in my life. Holy shit. Is this normal? Is this double reinforcement?
Okay, so
that's crazy actually. Yeah.
The only reason for that double reinforcement is they like to play in bar. This team occasionally will do it. We've played them before when they did that, so they just play in bar there.
Yeah. And it, I watched this out so I could see you individually, but oh shit.
I didn't even know where the mirror was. I assumed he would try to like flank up or something, but I don't remember what we ended up doing here. I think we doubled up. He told me to drop quick kitchen and I just kind of died, but
yeah, it's all good. You trusted the call. That's all that matters.
And then this 1v1 is just stomping, being stomping. You'll see in a sec. He just like outclassed this kid. I should have been flipping cams here. See if there's a cam inside, but I don't think there was.
It's all good. I feel like the Twitch streamer should be the one spectating. Like I feel like you have an
Yeah.
excuse.
Gotta let Stompin get his clip.
Yeah. What are you gonna make your chat watch a fucking gray and black screen?
He does a lot of baiting. Like I remember when you were watching his video, you're mentioning it, but like Stompin loves doing that. Like just giving them different sound to react to.
Yeah.
He likes to like
He's
make
a good
people.
fake out artist. Yeah.
He likes to make people go in certain spots. Like that's what he like specializes in.
So already from like the end round of this last 2 rounds is, you know, what I'm noticing here when you get this double kill back on these 2 players is a skill set that like is very important to support players, right? Just being able to punish aggression. Because the biggest thing is like, as a hard breach player, people don't realize, like as a hard breach support player, like you see people go 0-11 and you're like, wow, this guy's fucking dog shit, right? But you don't really—
Dude, this is what I've been telling my chat! Dude, I literally tell my chat, and I thank God I have a professional coach. I will literally tell them, guys, my first job is to not die. My second job is to drone. My third job is to breach. My fourth job is to plant, and then maybe I might get a kill. Like, and then they will nag and nag and nag on me for going negative, but I'll literally tell them, like, my job is to not get kills.
Yeah. And, you know, one of the biggest things is, like, people don't realize that as a hard breacher, you are coming from the most obvious positions.
Yes.
Right? Like, if you are, like, on, like, I'm gonna open this so, like, you have even more to work with. Because blueprints are always fun. People just get the rocks hard for this shit. Like, if you're the hard breacher and you open this wall, dude, like, what defender is not gonna know you're there?
Yeah.
Right? Like, Stompin's gonna have the element of surprise every goddamn round because he's a lurker.
He can walk up a staircase.
Yeah,
he can
but like
punch a window.
everyone
Yeah.
and their moms is looking at your fucking bitch ass on the breach, and you're just gonna get railed every time. Right?
Yep.
So it's like that's why hard breachers go so negative, is because their gunfights are simply the most common. You will never come from a position as a hard breacher 99% of the time
where you're catching someone off guard.
Don't know. Yeah, exactly. So it's like you have the hardest gunfight. So the skill set that Jynxzi has that you're seeing in these clips is he's good at punishing aggression on these common ass angles. Right? And that's what they're doing, is he's sitting on kitchen hatch, they run in the dirt, and he kills them every single time. So for a role player, you're doing very well, especially for the traditional safe hard breacher time. What I will say is that this, you know, what happened in this round ended up being like kind of a strategical thing, right? You guys skipped first floor like entirely that first round. So this round, they played bar, which if you simply just like brought like the same ram, which like called them upstairs and just made hella vert, like this strat's gone, you know, no matter what, right?
Yep.
And yeah, like, and chat's gonna be like, you know, whoever watches this video is gonna be like, oh, you're not roasting him enough. It's like, that's the thing though. It's like, if I specialize in team coaching. I'm not like an individual coach, right? I specialize in like finding moments where like, you know, everyone could take accountability, right? So in this scenario, like Jynxzi got called to drop the hatch. He looks retarded as fuck doing it, but it's like, he trusted his teammates' call. That's the most important thing, is you trust your teammates' call no matter what. The moment you start doubting your teammates' calls and that becomes a thing within your team culture, you lose no matter what.
Yep.
It's way worse. So
you know,
it's good on you to trust the call. Your teammates are kind of stupid for not fucking, you know, sniffing this guy out a little bit more and then playing a bit more together or doubling up. That's kind of a stupid ass call.
I think the reason why he told me to drop kitchen quick was because you'll see, like, if you skip 3 seconds, like he ran bottom main. So right here, he wanted to hold my cut, I guess. He wanted to hold my cut off. Yeah. I think that's why Stompin told me to do it. And honestly, like, good on Mira. He literally killed me in midair like that. He, like, killed me immediately.
Yeah, you did have 3 flashes, though.
Yeah, I should have flashed before I dropped. You're right. You're right. I should have. See, that's what I mean. Yep. I should have flashed before I dropped.
And, like, stack-wise, I think, like, once you fix your drone problem and, like, you notice more issues with drones, like, y'all could have had drones here. You know, if earlier in the round the drone econ was, like, done better. All right. So, like, take your stupid guys, right, that run in, make them like sack their drones, you know, for cuts and shit. And then
that's smart.
You know, like the slower players like Mingo, right? Like I reckon a Mingo, he's more of like a mailbox player.
Very slow,
player.
yeah.
He's a clutch player, yeah. Make that guy like save drones, and then they can,
I like that.
late round he can use it more to re-drone that guy in the 2v1 and then maybe get a better execute off.
Yeah, like next Sunday, I'm just gonna have like my fraggers like prep cams every round.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
This is great. I get the example I was immediately talking about. Like, chat, like, look at this. Like, there's no fucking world where Jynxzi has a, like, an advantageous gunfight where he has upper hand here, you know? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it right now. Is the red shield tag? Yeah, there it is.
that's good. That's good that you made this, because this is the opening. Like, if the alleyways of gunfights they want are red stairs and door. So by making this hole, you're disrupting the alleyways they want. You're making extra pressure. That's good.
Is there a frost knife? Is there a frost knife or no?
No.
Yo, oh, top red, top red. Yeah, I got you, I got you.
I should have flashed this. I don't know why. I should have flashed that.
I think you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
One tapping from the door. That's all Richie's good at is one tapping. One condor.
Oh, bad aim.
Condor reach.
There's one more. Is the flank game stopping?
Alright, flash top red. One's gold. One's gold.
One's in cap.
One's up in here. Houston, one's up in here.
Green box, green box.
Come to the mirror. Come to the mirror. Case it behind you. Case it.
I mean, that round I did nothing. I just flashed red.
It's all good. Yeah. Another scenario, once again, like, you'll see common problems, and I won't bring it up anymore after this. But, like, once again, if you had a drone, like, you could just be here droning for your team, you know?
Yep. That's
yeah.
that's a big issue. That's a big issue. I'm noticing that like so much now you're pointing it out. Like I need drones in my hands more.
Yeah. So it's okay. We're kind of creating a list. I'll write down a list actually. So like throughout this video, we could like track
That's
down
good.
like goals.
Oh yeah,
goals
yeah.
for you to have, yeah.
And like a pros and cons list is good too. Like positive,
Yeah.
negative. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then at the end we could have like everything that
Yeah.
I'm good at and everything that I'm bad at. I like that. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
You're supposed to. And this is more like needs to work on, you know, goals more so than just bad parts. It's like save drones, right? You know, wrangling calls throughout round. Oh, you're playing 3-3 rotation. Holy shit.
Yep. We do this like almost every time. Like pretty much every time we do this.
Mm.
I like
Like a
I
little
make
bunker.
these holes for like the bottom main C4 if somebody comes bottom main. Like I just arc it like that.
Be careful. We don't have the zombie. You know, you can see from like the blue stairs.
That was a good call by Stomp, but I wasn't even like I forgot about that.
They're not getting the blue.
That's actually a thing we call when we play this Mira. Is like, oh, the non-zombie version and the zombie version where you just like remember like you can't
Yeah.
block off the blue stairs angle. Yeah, it's good.
I ended up
C4.
chalking a C4 here because I thought they were gonna go for main, but they were getting from the vert holes. He missed it,
Yeah.
and then I threw this one because I thought he would double dash. I think yeah. I ended up throwing this one at vert. Oh my screen. Oh wait, now I'm good. I'm good.
Listen, kitchen hatch is open.
So that was my fault burning that C4.
Yeah. You're good. I would just be careful about making that many holes on this vert wall because there's like an angle that you could see on like through this crack from vert while you're on the mirror and it like kills you.
Oh shit. I didn't even get it.
So I thought he would like double dash, and I just chalked my C4. It was my bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Bottom main, left side. Left side, bottom main. Left side, bottom main.
100%?
Left side, yes, 100%. Never steers you wrong. Went right now, went right. Went right. That was a W?
Yep. Kitchen drop is our gap, yeah? Got you. Two pushing dirt. Wait, they're going
This is like one of my favorite angles. I always sit on this.
I have blue.
No, 1 HP. He's 1 HP. Zach. Yo, left side bottom main, Jynxzi. Left side bottom main. Drop kitchen and main hall. Main hall.
Good flash. Hey, bro, if you didn't call, they wouldn't have been out there.
Yeah, this is just the team not distributing angles correctly, right? It's like right here, they failed to get this hatch open, so they literally have to come from 3 spots, which are main, right? Main, and then blue, and then kitch, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's assuming they got kitch hatch open. If we just like, you know, you caught blue, which is good, but like the rest of your team, the reason why they got blue is you got like you watching blue, and then 4 people watching kitch. and no one's watching main. And yeah, that's what happens. I would be careful about this habit you have of kind of like re-peeking one angle over and over because it just makes you easy pre-fire, especially if you're peeking in the same way.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I notice I'll get banged off of a lot of angles like that when I just sit there like peeking my head over and over. I'll notice that a lot. Especially like in these lobbies when people play the game like 10 hours a day.
This is normal for y'all?
Okay, so the reason...
Okay, this is a strat. I know this is a strat in PC. Like this, people do play this strat, but like nowadays it's considered like pretty dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you don't have the Azami.
Wait, why is it bad without the Azami? I'm actually curious.
Well, just because like you only double reinforce these walls so that you can play in gym, right? That's the whole idea. Is you play inside gym as an anchor. But like if you don't have the Azami, then you can't really make as many angles around the gym rack. Like, you know, they get a guy on the window, a guy on the breach, they chuck one flash at you, and you're fucking dead. You know, like or one nade at you, you're dead. So, yeah, there's a lot of like cool variants you can play on this strat. So like for example, like if you want, like a lot of the teams are doing right now is they're actually leaving both these walls soft, making holes across all of them, and then putting a mirror right there on this Logi wall that stares at the entire jump-in, and then they'll like hold Logi the entire round instead. They'll even flex reinforce off the level Logi wall as the enemy takes like CC control, and then like they can't get into Logi, and then like you have a perma look angle onto the wall. Yeah.
So they basically just open up gym completely. It's just footholds all
entirely.
Across
Yeah.
That's I've never seen that on console. That's really smart.
Yeah, and obviously since we're doing like one video, I'm like going ham on like everything I can say. But the biggest reason why like people, you might say like, oh, like you're saying he's doing things to right, guys, if I overload him with things he does wrong, he's not gonna get better. That's the biggest thing, right? If you take a player and you scapegoat it and you tell them they're shit, you're shit at this, you're shit at that, you're shit at this, you're shit at that, they're gonna think, what am I doing right even, right? And then they're gonna play like shit, no matter what. Even if they're doing things right. So I'm gonna tell Jynxzi what he's doing right, so he can maintain the things he does right? And then I'm also gonna criticize him at the same time, so that he's not, you know, in his head, oh, I have to fix this, I have to fix that, I have to fix this, and then he ends up playing like shit because he's thinking about 2 million things. He's gonna turn into a statue, and he's, you know, not gonna play his game, right?
Okay, they got the long eagle though. That's the only bad thing.
No, I'm saying like you can swing and kill him while they're killing you. I hop back in. Getting boxing through the floor. I need dog.
I feel like I should be flipping cams in this scenario.
You could be, but I mean, like, it does look like they're getting into execute position, so you don't necessarily
Yeah.
have to be. And
Flipping
good,
cams is
like,
really
you're
good for
playing
early
this
round.
position. Yeah. I'm surprised Stompin's ball to just run around like that.
He always does that shit. I don't know how. Just aura. We ended up trolling this game. It gets like really close, I think.
Nah, that was good. You played your necessary spot. Like, you played here, which is important, because from here you deny the breach, you deny this jump in, you deny that jump in, and you deny Logi hallway. So you played your necessary spot. I think you're really good at filling, like, what the weak spot of your team's push is. And, you know, I think kind of like making sure your teammates are not like overlapping on shit they're holding, or holding the proper things that actually need to be held is important, right?
Yep.
There's also another concept that's a bit more complex. That's like communicating like within your teammates. This is more for like your stack if they ever see this, right? If Stompin and Mingo are finding the same doorway, Stompin could say he's holding the doorway, and so is Mingo. But Mingo could be peeking the doorway itself, and Stompin could be holding for the push-in. So then he's actually giving 2 1v1s. You know?
Yep, I
so
like that.
There's lots of layers to these comms, right? Am I soft challenging it? Am I hard challenging it? Am I directly holding it? Am I baiting you off your contact? You know, you go prone and we just double kill. We trade each other out. You know what's going on? Totem pole, you crouch, I stand, whatnot. But
I see PCs. I see PC pros doing that in PL, like the totem pole thing you said, where like one crouches, one stands, they stay still. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, this round was really bad by me. I'm just letting you know now. This was a bad round. I'm just gonna blame it on 4 in the morning. So my team called out that they were like in Jynxzi.
yeah.
Give me another one. No.
Nah, you gotta revive him.
In bottom garage on this thing.
Break my castle,
I don't even know what I was saying.
No, you're good.
Zen, stop. Just 1 HP.
Bro, I can't do anything. Rip it down.
Let's go. Like, bro, punching yourself.
Yeah, it's just a bad round.
I think yeah, transitioning from like side anchor to like the free roamer is definitely like a huge fucking crazy drastic change.
Yes.
But I think just right here, you just got to realize that like one in a 5v3, right? There's really like if you go for the flank, you're just giving another opportunity for a one. Like obviously, I don't want to be boring and just be like, oh, just play fucking safe every round, because if you do that, your team's not going to ever take risks or anything. But like in general, like in this scenario, like once you realize this castle can't be broken, like you just rotate all the way around. Doesn't really matter.
I need another Dachshund.
You know? It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Like if you yell at them 4 times, like if they're not gonna listen to you, yeah, maybe they should have listened to you. But like at the same time, it's like, if it's chalk, just chalk it.
Yep. Yeah, that was bad on me. Okay, so I want you to rewind a little bit. A lot happened in the first, like, just a lot happened in prep phase.
Sorry,
A lot
sorry.
happened here. A lot happened.
Let's see what I do too.
So you'll see what I mean.
Chill,
Yeah,
it's
we
not
did one,
over
yeah,
yet.
yeah, we did one, yeah, too.
Yeah, you guys know me. I
No
like
egos, no egos.
See if they have a cater too.
Okay, well, not that.
Like the first time.
No, you can have like super vision.
You guys are so passionate.
You'll see in like 3 seconds here.
Sledge dirt.
Yeah.
Dirt, it's not reinforced.
Yeah.
Chad, I'm annoying. That was annoying.
So we have a sight cam.
Cam on this guy in sight, Zach.
Sledge dirt? Whoa, whoa.
Kason, you take shift in, Kason.
I mean, there could be a guy
Oh,
here.
you mean all of us?
So here, can you pause real quick?
Yeah.
So I want you to watch this whole round out, and I want you to let me know if I was right or wrong, because I said to 5-man dirt, and then just watch what happens. All right?
Yeah.
Nah, chill. Just let me do it. We're gonna all die.
I'm not going in. I'm saying I'm just scared.
Zach, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, stay on the cam. Read us. It looks free, right?
I am.
Bro, you're a Habana, bro.
Yeah, it looks
Die
free.
and lose around.
Bro, fuck it. Let's go. Fuck it.
Please, Jynxzi, please, I'll pay you cash app.
No, we're good. Trust me.
He's in blue. If you're gonna go in, no church.
Hey, are we good, Reed? It's like
Main hall. He's looking at dirt. Nice, dead. We have sight. No
I'm
one's
watching
in
Blue
sight.
Mirror, Jynxzi.
You start planning. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. You should always just try to like force a plan here, no matter what.
I got it. Bench down. Yo, just stay alive.
Bro, I'm upset, bro.
They're not-
So I got off the plant because I didn't want to die and have them
Yeah, give him
ninja
the
defuse.
blue,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's blue.
Because if Stomp was alive, I would have stuck it though.
Walk down blue quick. Walk down blue quick.
I'm glad I didn't stick it, but
On the blue mirror.
That-
Walk up.
reset.
Y'all can reset. Y'all can reset.
I got a fucking
I don't
laser
think
on
y'all
my ass.
should, because we can't get hatches, bro. Like,
There's Fenrir's. Nah.
so they were saying to reset, and I said I don't think we should because we can't get hatches now.
I'm gonna stay alive. I'm gonna drown dirt.
I know where Richie places his spinner. It's gonna be right there. Oh,
This fender is right here.
look at that.
Bibo's gonna be swing with the SMG.
He's-
Yeah. on the blue
Dummies in
mirror.
back arsenal. Dummies in back
Hold on,
arsenal.
I'm gonna give them a prep cam.
He's under the hatch.
They go main then. Freeze. Just run main.
Under the hatch.
Use
Yo,
your
one
camera here.
blue, one
Kyle
under the
fucking
hatch.
free fire that guy, no?
One blue
Go
mirror.
main.
Free fire that
Yeah,
guy in the
mirror?
I
hatch.
think you're right. I think I pre-fired
Wait,
this.
y'all saying
Yeah,
blue mirror?
yeah, blue mirror and it tucked.
He's still under the hatch.
Bro, Mingo,
You gotta couch walk
go
up
main.
though.
Mingo, let's go.
No,
Let's
no,
run
no,
main.
no.
Yo, one of y'all walk down the main stairs. It's really simple. There's a guy blue and there's a guy under the hatch.
He's gonna leave now, bro. He's gotta go quick.
I gotta wait.
Back
hold on.
arsenal.
Back arsenal
Look
doesn't
deep
know your
right,
dirt.
deep
There's
right,
no clear
doesn't know.
dirt. Why the
Dummies,
hell-
Dummies.
I don't know if it's
Nah,
Fenrir.
yeah,
Why
there's
did
just
they
a
say that?
fender on that.
One
Jet,
blue,
Jet.
one B bomb. One blue,
On
one B
ping,
bomb.
on ping. Back arsenal, you can
One
kill
blue,
him.
one B bomb. One blue, one B
Behind the
bomb.
box. Behind this
Behind
box.
the box,
You
bro.
can.
Alright.
You've been this
Jynxzi,
one.
Libo? Come on, bro.
He's
Dude,
on
he's on
dummies.
Other
On the
one's
blue door.
dummies.
On the blue door.
Alright, dummies are
I
where?
think one
Mirror
ran in
angle.
dirt. I think the other one ran in dirt and one's done.
Blue mirror.
He's still dummies. Mingo. Either blue. Still,
I
he's
think the
still
other one's
behind
in
the
dirt.
dummies box.
I think the other one's in dirt holding his cross. I could be wrong though. I can't lie.
No, I think you're right. He's holding.
I love
on
this
the
play.
There's a BP in the hallway looking at you. Right here. They're gonna see if you run back arsenal, yeah. Yo, listen,
Bro.
couch walk blue. Couch walk blue.
Mingo.
He's prone.
Literally,
He's
crouch
looking for
the
walk
blue
over
mirror's
blue
up,
and
never
kill
mind.
this kid.
He's
Mirror's
touching
up,
the mirror.
though.
Look for the mirror.
He doesn't really
He's
play
still
it, though.
dummies.
You gotta like sprint maybe. He's literally behind the box. Yep. Good try.
Wow.
They
Ah,
just
you're
knew.
smart.
So, the gap call was great.
The bomb.
Do you think if
This
we
was a gap
do you
and a
think
half.
if we 5-manned it, we would have won, right? 100%.
Yes, but it's like I think it's just like regardless of anything,
I got it. Bench
like
down.
the way you guys are reacting to this gap is not good. Because the thing is, it's like if you guys go fast, right? Like once Stopping gets that first kill,
Bro.
you should tell him to like pussy up and just play with you or like play behind like AK. Like he should not be running in deep, right? So that you get the plant down and then you guys have the advantage, right? Because the biggest thing that like what what people will like, you know, kind of like be able to look at, I guess, is the way we play against DZ. There's just some like nowadays teams play like if you rush, they'll act like you're gonna keep rushing and keep rushing and keep rushing and keep rushing. Hold on, let me find this.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Dark
Well,
to bring over from SI and
It's outside the building. Hunter,
So was this the major y'all won?
Yeah, this was North American League. So look at this, right? We are hitting sight, right? And Dark Zero is notorious for this, where it's like if you hit them fast, they will essentially react as if you're hitting them fast. So they won't actually scramble to retake the site against y'all. They'll just sit there and just like let you come to them. So we just fucking plant the bomb. And look at this. Look at this bullshit. Bomb is down and they have 5 people up. Look at this shit.
Wow. Wow.
Look at how I'm cold. There's a guy in sight with him, by the way.
Strong. They can cut things off on the horizontal, but the vertical can still go their way. Gunners at least made it to 4v4. Spirits was the first to fall in the post plant, with Dark Zero barely making any progress, not cracking anything, but also credit to Beast Coast. No openings being given, no gunfights being taken. Hot and Cold's been prone behind this table for about
I mean, literally beautiful.
years, and he almost gets 2 on the flick up top. NGR with a clean double, though. He's now the only one to defuse, and the time is now gone. Such a clinical post plant for Beast Coast, and for a team.
Wow.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like a human error thing where it's like, yes, in a perfect world, like they come to retake it and everyone like runs that site with you guys. But like in all reality, bro, Stop and Tuck's up here, you get the bomb down and your teammates just like, you know, Mingo holds blue stairs, Kason holds like main stairs, and it's like you'll just catch them like when they do want to run. But instead, like you kind of like continue the fast momentum. So the gap was there. The gap is great. Not giving them a free, you know, not giving them a free defuse is fine. Right here, the reset call I think is correct because I mean, if Fenrir's are up, that's fine, but it's more like getting the drones out. Like if you have drones to use the drones. One thing that I don't like you guys like do here is like you guys put people in positions without actually like coordinating like the micro of how the position needs to be played. Right? Macro is like you want one guy main stairs and you want another guy like Moto or whatever or Blue. Right? That's macro. Micro is like, hey, Mingo's gonna shoot. Right? Mingo's gonna shoot and flash. He's gonna pull eyes, right? He's gonna pull, right? Always have a pull and a push, a yin and a yang, right? And then this guy can like come out. Or this guy knows the defender, and this is one thing that W7M does. Furia, you know that team that you watch win the 6th Invitational?
Yep.
This is one thing they do. They will find a defender and purposely walk in and out of it like 2 times to like pull people's eyes to look at him. So
That's
like
so smart, yeah.
I know. So like this guy, you can call him like walk in the defender, walk out, and then Mingo go for frags. Right.
I
so kind
see.
of like a pull push, kind of making it more of a chance rather than just 2 ones, 2 50-50 ones, you know?
I like that. Like Reed, okay, Reed's in dirt. He just quick peeks, like runs into the fen, runs right back.
Runs in the fender,
Now-
runs right back out, and
Yup.
then Mingo goes.
Now
right?
there's
And
2
then
people
Mingo-
looking at dirt, and then Mingo can walk up
Exactly.
like long haul and actually make a play. Yeah, that makes perfect
Exactly.
sense. Yeah, that's really fucking smart.
And the thing is, I know you're like processing this more. Like I know in the comms, like you're processing more like, you know, what the macro should be. If you want comms, say comms. That's what I mean by another wrangling call you need to implement really heavily is comms.
Yep.
Right? Because I know like sometimes you shut down comms wise because you hear all these like fraggers like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, come peek this, come kill this guy, fucking kill this guy, oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Everyone shut up and listen to me for a sec. This is what we need to do, right? Yeah? Everyone
Yeah.
reset. Comms. Give me comms. Everyone shut up. I got comms on this cam, you know, etc.
He's gonna leave now. He's gotta go put it hallway. Yeah.
That's soft, so like.
Yeah, he's at the
Get
top
my
of
wall
the stairs.
open. You gotta
Soft,
switch.
bro. No, ram.
That's off and ramming it.
He's at the top.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, he knows. I
Hold on,
backed up.
Reedy, you got a drone?
Yeah.
Let me know what you see.
They have a BP on this ping. I got top right shot.
Can you get that BP by chance?
Yeah, I can. I just get. You guys open CC window? CC window open right
No
now?
one's top red. He's on the road. He's standing in the rotate. Nobody's top red.
Oh my
Swinging the
God.
rotate. Swinging the rotate. Crouch walk the
Wow,
rotate.
he's crazy.
Still swinging. Still swinging.
That guy kind of just fried you.
I'm droning this guy.
SMD 12. That kid's like 14 and cracked too. He's like disgusting. I'm like 30 with a thermite. Yeah, he's literally 14 with an SMG 12.
What can you do?
I should have just baited like.
The fen is in Logi. One con, one Logi.
Long wall wasn't open.
I
That's why.
can't get it.
I'm
dead.
giving y'all flank cam. I'm giving y'all
Two
flank
window,
cam.
two window, two window, two window. I think
Yo,
two
can you
window.
drone Laji standing in the road?
I know what you see.
On this, you did kind of get shit on here, agreed, and maybe you should have killed this guy.
In the road, I got you.
But overall, I would, no, this is fine. You just kind of got shit on.
That BP by chance?
Yeah, I can.
Like,
But against this setup, like, typically, like, yes, you should have gotten this kill, but against this setup, like, once again, like I said, this wall opening up should be the priority.
I
You should
know,
go and stop
yeah.
and kill this wall every
I
single
honestly
time.
should have pulled out my pistol. There's no point in flashing because it's a warden. I should have just pulled out my
Yeah.
pistol and full sprinted, like literally full sprinted. Maybe do throw a
Yeah.
flash just so he has to take that second to turn on those goggles and then just cross with my pistol.
Yeah. In general, though, like stomping, like opening the garage rafters wall, throwing it through those holes is a lot safer. That's what we do in Pro League.
Yeah.
And then you can use your thermite for the
Long,
con-
yeah.
Yeah, con wall.
Red. Swinging the rotate, swinging the rotate. Crouch, walk,
Wow.
rotate.
Yeah, that guy's just.
Yes, yes.
That's just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
What can you do, bro?
Yeah, he's like one of the best new players. They have a really good team. They started to come back here.
Mingo,
Can you
Mingo,
drone?
you-
Can you
wait,
drone? Let me
wait,
know if
wait.
he's still. Yeah, I am, man.
Mingo,
Yeah,
Mingo,
I'll turn right now.
Stop it, I gotta
You
get
have to
this
watch. You have to watch this door. Oh, he's
Okay,
on the mirror.
that's-
He's on the mirror.
That's
I'll
fine.
tell you right now. All right, Reed, you ready?
Yep.
2, 1, go.
That was good. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was
beautiful
stomping
play by
inside
Timmy.
jail there, yeah.
Gonna swing Reed.
Great job.
I'm gonna go to windows.
Nitro.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go to windows. I'm gonna go to windows.
Reset, reset.
Good reset call by your teammates here.
Reset left. Yo, watch your press and watch your press.
Stomping's kind of a leader, though.
Yep.
One player windows.
Yeah, he's really good.
Zach's windows.
He'll occasionally just have these rounds where he will IGL, like occasionally.
Yo, count this with no zombies.
Good droning.
Couch is one short.
Name Nacers.
Yo,
It's
bathroom,
like him.
bathroom, going all the way. Bathroom, main stairs, main stairs.
Oh my god. Wow. You look exactly like Mira.
That's just an unlucky TK, but like
Yeah.
the most of the round was played pretty well by everyone involved.
The con wall.
You forget both call
Yeah.
He said the Mira looked like a Twitch. That was why he... And it makes sense, I guess.
Spoiler.
Thermite.
Well, maybe.
He's gonna hop out.
He's in gym, Jynxzi.
He's gonna free fire.
Tommy, master, swing the master window. He's middle.
I just did not want to die here, so I just like fell off.
Yeah, no, this is
On the window, you might jump
There
out.
are thermite.
this is
You
better.
gotta help them, bro. I should like.
I was holding this kid's hop out. I need the fucking logic hatch open.
He went con.
I'll get it.
No, that's good. That area is like literally a freebie for defenders if we
Yeah.
don't have like proper pressure on like the walls.
No walls open.
No reason to go for picks unless like you have a perfect wall bang, which I guess you did, and then getting out is
Yeah.
good.
I'll get the window right now.
I'm fighting one air jump on flank, by the way. I'm not fighting two.
Yeah, logic's clear.
I got the window open.
Yeah, clash on this door.
You see con overtake, nice.
They have a pull.
This is like my favorite take in the game on CC. It's like so much pressure, so fast. And then we normally will send a buck below, which is normally stomping.
Do
Yeah.
you have any peeks for me to buck, or is he on the door?
Yeah, I mean, I can, hold up. Yeah, he's on the front door, Zach, he's still there, Zach. He has his gun out. He's hard back. Zach, he's hard back at the door. Shock it.
You in bars, Zach!
He's peeking the holes,
Zach, get on my
bro.
cam.
I didn't know he
Get on
was
my
peeking the holes.
Yeah,
What cam?
he's
I don't see him. Where's he at?
Just saw him.
Where'd he go? Like, he's stuck in bar because he's casted off. Someone drone him.
He's in bathroom.
I have no drones.
I think I hear two.
Clash is showing in cash.
Two. He's making a
Yeah, the
rotate.
maestro.
Garage.
Try to drone.
Flash is still on the door.
He dropped the hatch, Zach. He's gonna go up secret or some shit.
Alright, Clash
Yeah,
playing
one's
on
in
the
lounge
A-bomb.
watching the
Hey,
window.
he just shot my
hop
flank him.
in. You can't hop in the window.
Why?
Yo, you can't hop in the window?
I mean,
Oh,
they-
he's
Watching
in
below.
lounge?
Watching below.
The Maestro is gonna kill
Reed,
us.
if you
bro.
can't see it. Never mind.
We're getting Clash.
Okay, you wanna walk up
Yeah.
on this?
You see him under the hatch.
Clash is tagged once.
He's on 3 blocks, bro. Like, he's like...
Wow, he just tried both of us.
I didn't know.
This is just gonna fuck just cause like strategically like they have a clash and a maestro, they just killed your buck, so it's like no matter what, it's kind of fucked there.
Kill y'all.
Yeah, the push is really tough without any vert pressure.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, though, is, like, even, okay, the Clash kind of fucks it up for you, and the Maestro cams, but if there's one way to win this round, like, I'm not saying, oh, you should have done this, you're so fucking stupid. If there's one way to win this round, is you force a plant right here to make the defenders come at you, right?
Yeah.
Because there's two ideologies in this game, right? One of which I personally think is wrong. is planting 100% and planting for pressure, right? For safe, like, fuck it, gamble planting, right? What you're kind of doing right here is this one where you're kind of waiting for your teammates to make it plantable for you. But it's like the enemy, if there's no plant pressure going down, they don't need to move. They don't need to do shit. They just need to focus on killing your teammates. Whereas if you just say, fuck it, like, you know, I'm going to just fucking plant, you know, then that guy might panic swing out. The Clash might panic unshield or even just like fuck up, right? The Doc has to run across the breach, which the guy can actually kill, and then the guy that's peeking stomping on the vert isn't actually peeking stomping on the vert because you're fucking planning right in front of him, right? So this is kind of the thing is like, as a hard breacher, if you're playing this traditional archetype of being safe, staying alive, getting the bomb down, increase your plant vision of when you could take more risky plants, because that's a thing, right? Killing everyone and getting to a perfect 100% safe plant is way harder than planting and then forcing the defenders onto positions to have to deny your plant.
Yeah, because like let's say
they
like
have to come to you, and then your attackers now know exactly where they are, rather than they can be anywhere doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, like let's say we have a Maverick on the main breach, like just sitting on the main breach, and like I like pressure plant like I tuck on that wall and I plant, and like, you know, let's say I fucking die. But let's say the guy that kills me is Doc, who has to swing in front of Server Rack, and then my Maverick on the breach kills him. It's like I might die, but it's like we can also draw them out of comfortable positions and put them in uncomfortable positions just from
exactly.
Like that's something that like I've never really like, I think that's next level thinking. I've never even really thought of like utilizing my diffuser as like a way to literally get people killed. Like you can literally kill people with your diffuser. Like it's actually
exactly. And that's actually like, why is it German? What? That's actually kind of exactly like, if you look at our plant statistics, I think we were the highest planting team simply because like people play so much to like for you to kill them that they forget that planting is a fucking thing. Where is it?
No, I like that. Yeah, that's like really, really, really smart. Is it the 2024 one?
If it loads. Here.
Gunner was MVP of that tournament?
I guess Brid planted more. God damn it. But it's like, we planted a fuck ton, you know, compared to like the rest of these teams. And it's like, the North American League, like, for sure, we planted way more than everyone else. Hopefully. Unless I'm about to get proven wrong by myself. I guess I am. Never mind, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Oops. But it was our philosophy. We did pressure plant, right? Planning to bait people out of comfortable spots. So that's something you work on, especially like if you're the stay alive breach walls hard breacher, like as opposed to like a fragging hard breacher that kind of like gambles his life, you know? Like the next step in your game is just always being able to spot out like the execute, you know, whenever.
Run down main, or did you go in the hallway?
Chain repel.
You needed to scream there.
Yeah, I should have.
I don't know why you scream certain other callouts with like no urgency or like too much urgency, and then this here right here, like you gotta let your boy know, man.
Yeah.
You guys are not made.
Run down main, or did you go in the hallway?
Chain repel.
See, like a lot of people like are against screaming callouts, but I think like the more important a call out, the more urgency you need to give. Like if someone screams a call out, like I'm gonna listen every time.
Oh yeah,
time.
100%.
Running lounge. I'm flipping. I have the bottom main cam. I have the in garage, bottom garage. Gotta chow this kid, Zach. He shot my cam.
Wow, look at my timing. As soon as I stop holding it.
Yeah, we like really trolled this game a lot.
Yeah, on the roams, y'all gotta be playing together a lot better.
Yep.
They're mighting well.
That round's my fault. I should have like asked for help way earlier.
Yeah.
I could have saved my life there.
Drop on the window. He's 50 health, bro. Your ace is far.
The game looked pretty grim right here. Stompin got fucking first pick, then it was 5-5. This game was 5-1.
Flores
Can we
is
kill
50
him?
health. No, he shot the cam. Flores is 50 health.
Can I ball? I'm about to get off.
They're just flanked, bro. Are you still holding that, Migo? I'm about to walk up red.
That's Ash. Good kill.
Drop jacuzzi.
Flores is 50.
Yeah.
You could be on your windows
Yo,
holding you.
bar window. Jump info table, read info table.
gonna be holding you, Reed.
See, no.
Someone should walk down main. Someone should walk down
This
main.
kid's left side Jynxzi.
Get on the bar
Walk
cam.
down
His
me?
drone's coming to you. His drone's coming to you.
Walk
Yes,
down
his
me?
drone's literally coming to you right now. Yes.
Come on, bro.
So Stompin was telling someone to go down main, I guess.
Kid's left side Jynxzi.
Get on the bar
Walk
cam.
down
His
me?
drone's coming to you. His drone's coming to you.
Walk
Yes,
down
his
me?
drone's literally coming to you right now. Yes, help him. He's in
Got
pool table on him.
Jynxzi. I mean, I don't think I can.
Come on, Brad, Reed.
He said,
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Right,
Reed,
fuck,
he's
I got
dead.
wallbang. Dude, can I get
Running
dog?
up red.
Yo,
The
Doc
fuck is he?
Casey, Doc
Last-
Casey.
last
Yeah,
on
here
the
they
roof,
go.
last on the roof.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
King of this
Jack,
shit.
here
Yeah.
they go.
This is fun.
Made up for
Your
my
teammates
guy.
coordinate
Shut up.
plays. I would just like try to get on cams for them a bit more.
Yep.
Good aim.
Like obviously once you heard two like drop Jynxzi, you couldn't get on cams, but like right around like here, like in the 4v2, and then at the beginning of the round try to get on cams a bit more.
Do you think it's almost better if Stompin's on cams because he's dead or no?
Send me, King.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the very beginning of the round.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep. I think the first 30 seconds of the action phase is like the most important time to get on camps because that's where you just get endless
You're
intel.
letting your teammates know, like you're letting your like first contactors know where they'll be coming from.
Yep.
My fault at the end there. I forgot to stop and fucking died earlier on.
Case, good try.
I actually got a
Doesn't
kill.
matter, bro.
Kill.
Is that a split?
Pause for a split.
I got it, Toy.
Yeah, joining.
I think they got a repel glitch here. Like we had to like go into the lobby, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So yep. So just skip a little bit and then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a glitch and then we had to replay the round like same ops.
There's a door for it.
God damn it.
You fucking sell out.
I think they have a nomad.
There's a.
So this like this Clash Maestro thing is like quite popular on console. It seems like to deny plant
Yep.
from this side.
Yep.
Oh, you got the Echo too. Holy shit.
Yeah, we were trying to win right now.
Opening the wall.
Yeah.
Yo, I see his feet.
I like the Clash as well because if like my bandit wants to bandit trick, I can like body block the door so
Yeah.
they can't really do anything to him.
So there's actually kind of a meta on console.
Yeah.
It's like they ran this strat, like, and then you guys are running like kind of the same thing, and then you have the castle holding lounge below, making sure they can't get underneath you and buck you out.
He's not.
There's actually kind of like low-key a meta,
Yeah.
and that's really interesting because like I'm a big strat guy. Like I made like I think like 60% of our strat.
Yo, shoot this nomad. Shoot this nomad, please.
Really? That's sick.
Shoot this nomad. Shoot this nomad. Shoot this nomad.
I can try.
Somebody.
I was like screaming because I did not want to like get knocked into a wall.
I made sure it. But yo, I already Jynxzi free.
Yep, that was good on you. Good on you to call to shoot the nomad. Really good comms right there. Good trade on the buck. It's fine. It's fine. You traded the buck. It's okay. You need to get on cams right here. Yep, good to get on cams. Good job.
Inside, in, catch.
They're in.
Screen box.
I'm dead.
Come on, Dad. Screen box, Dad.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mingo's just different. Mingo's so different. His aim is like crazy.
Yeah.
Chill. 3v1.
I'm on HP. Case and don't beat.
Shut up.
I think they played this 3v1 really well too. Like,
You're 90.
Casey has close. He has close. Wait, Casey.
You're standing in front of him. Back up, Zach. Or don't.
they almost ended up lining up here. Yeah, like this was giving me anxiety. Like if they got collided, I would have just crashed
Do
out.
what you want now, Casey.
Stop it, don't peek, please. I'm on HP.
He's scared. He's scared.
He's trying to bait Casey and swing him.
Oh my fucking god, bro! I swear to God, console. Like again, like this happens on PC too in certain regions. But console is like the most chronic, like run at people and sell around like autopilot
Yes.
I've ever seen.
Yes.
People's first instinct is just to fucking sprint at someone, bro. These are their drones. Go kill him. Go fucking run at this guy. Like, oh my God.
Dude, this is like a competitive tournament as well. A ranked
Yeah.
is like brain rot. Like,
Oh, dude, that sucks. Yeah, but for first map, honestly, like, I think you're really proficient at your role. Like, people obviously on stream will see you not do shit because it's like if you're a fucking side anchor player, right, and you're playing, you know, side anchor, you know, or let's say on that gym round because it was a thing. You're playing here. This is a site, and your players are over here, and there's a guy flanking, and they're fighting, you know, the enemies outside this breach or whatever the fuck, right? What is Jynxzi gonna do? Is he gonna fucking leave site? No, he has to hold down site. Like, that's just the life of a site player. You play the shittiest spot, you know.
and then like
granted,
you are
you're
the
able
guy
to
that
go
ends
on.
up in the 5v1 like every
Yeah.
time. Yeah, if there is a 5v1.
Exactly. And it's like either that or you end up in a 1v5. And
Yeah.
that's almost unwinnable too. Right? But like that's your fucking job. And like the most proficient things, like the skills you actually need to learn to do is like how to stay alive during like a rush, right, and call your teammates back to you so that you don't just give sight for free. You know, getting on cams for your entries, right, being able to utilize your C4s and like smokes to deny plant if they ever are going for direct plant, and just, you know, like being able to respond to pressure, get on cams, be a good support player. So like in terms of having, you know, the majority of skills as a hard support player, you're fucking doing it, right? And it's like the same thing I've also mentioned. I did react to Mingo recently. It's my most recent video. Like, I noticed that Mingo is in a lot of clutch scenarios because he's a slower player. People will call him a baiter. Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. He's a baiter, but so is NJR, right? Which is one of the top rated NAL player, right? And it's like he's the same archetype of player. Insane aim, but is slow paced, and their strength is not pushing people, but punishing rotates, right? Punishing over movement, right? And
yeah, that's something Mingo does really well. Yeah,
that's why you put Mingo, on like, you know, your secondary anchor, or that's why you put Mingo on the secondary support or util or cuts, whereas Stompin's on entry or lurk, right? Players are just geared differently. That's the way it is.
Would you get ahead of yourself and say y'all won? I would never be Legion.
All right, Oregon. I'm excited for Oregon now.
I shotgun the tarp just so I can like move up and down elbow without making any noise.
You also hear more.
Yep.
They push up.
They're gonna try to fuck you. I say you don't play Chatla.
No way that
It's so hard
I
to...
think I'm dead again.
Yo, put your mirrors down.
I mean, stop it. I can fly up.
Stoppa said he was dead, so I just like
yeah,
kind of
this
ran
is really
up.
good. Going to help your teammates really good here. At least
Especially if
if
it's
turn
like
up to a 3v3, yeah, and then force
yeah.
execute.
I can get back in.
It's fine. We don't need to help him. He's in now.
No, I can't.
Yeah, right now I think they're just clearing Stompin. Trying to at least.
Stompin's wasted good time. Another thing here is like, even if Stompin died, I feel like when you guys give to a 4v5, like you don't need to get picks back. You guys over panic, right? And a 4v5 is always winnable. It's only with 3v5, like I call it like +2, -2 man diff, right?
Yep.
Where you actually need to fight back from that. But 4v5 is hella winnable with the exact same strat, in my opinion. So even if Stompin died, I think y'all don't need to panic there. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's wailing on them.
Those like he'll occasionally just do this, like same with Mingo, like in Kaysen, like
Yeah.
they'll just have these rounds where they just kind of take over and like again, like the anchor, it's like you kind of just watch it happen.
Yeah.
Like Stompin's so different, dude. Like he's just a different type of player.
Preemptives.
So one thing I like to do on this site, so I actually like was talking to Spoyd about this because my most recent video I spectated Spoyd for an hour and
Yeah.
he showed me like one thing he does in PL is he likes to play smoke on like Kid's door, which is I like to play Kid's door as well, but he'll use his like he'll smoke off trophy and then he'll wide swing the breach, and I think I ended up doing it either this round or like later on. But I like that a lot because it like takes away that angle, so you just like fucking fry the guy in the breach.
Yeah. Definitely a good way to use smokes.
Yeah. It depends, like the type of round. Like if it's a plant and out type of round, like a 5v5 type shit, like I'll just save him for plants. But if
Yeah.
it's like a 3v5 and I need to get a kill, like that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Like just knowing when to be aggressive. Right here, stop and prep the window because Iowa likes to go below and go to that. Like he ends up repelling up, but Stompa was gonna try to catch him off.
That's actually so sick. I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, there's a strat meta on console, and
Yeah.
like the fact that you guys like know each other's tendencies and are countering that. That's exactly what we do in like. Granted, like y'all probably aren't like VOD reviewing them, right?
Yep.
But like still, like that's what we like essentially do on PC is we VOD review for habits. You know, things that change, like don't change round and round. This guy likes to fucking break this window this way, so we can cheese him off this window. And
Yeah.
get an easy spawn peek or something. That's cool as fuck, actually.
Yeah, like Iowa, he's like the best player on that team. Like he's like number 4 on console.
Yeah.
He likes to go to that kid's repel. So like Stompa was just waiting for him to repel up. He was just gonna auto jump out and SMG-12 him, but he didn't do
Yeah.
it that round.
And they can't push attic unless they jump in the window.
They haven't talked about me yet. You top me, Ash, top me, Ash.
What the fuck is going on?
I wonder if I can give some...
What with Mingo?
Yeah.
He's like pulse scanning guy below.
There's
I
no
think.
reason for everyone to be in kids here. What the
Yeah,
fuck is
yeah.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Big window, big window.
Got one thermite. What? It was on the other side.
Yo,
No.
Payson, you wanna spin this kid right?
So he said they got the barb off white, so I was just doing this so I could like create
Yeah.
My aim is so ass, bro.
Good shooting to mask your prone sound.
Yep.
In attic, you hop in attic.
We gotta power that.
I mean, just got jetted on.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have even took that one, probably, though.
One's in attic, though.
One attic, one side.
I mean, what do you think about taking ones like that? Like, what do you think of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you think of, like, taking a one like that, where it's a super 50-50 gunfight, like, I'm just on the door, he's gonna pre-fire? Like, what do you think of this?
I don't try to, like, that's the thing with me as coaching is, like, if I do not try to, like, comment on those at all. Like, I'm okay with, I think opening, like, one rule I had on my old team was opening death or opening kill did not fucking matter to me whatsoever. Unless it happened, like, 6 rounds in a row, right?
Yeah,
Like, otherwise,
yeah.
I did not give a shit about it.
I like
Because the thing
that.
is, if I start, like, oh, you played too aggressive, you're going to play like a fucking pussy every round as a result of my coaching, right? No one's going to take a risk. No one's going to do shit. So, like, I don't fucking mind. Like, right? Could you have maybe played safe? Like, sure. But, like, are you really going to play like a pussy every goddamn round on, like, a stream? Like, no, right? Even in Pro League, it's like, are you really going to, like, not take a risk, right? So I'm never going to comment on a death like that. It's just like, you went for a risk. You took it. You trusted it. And, like, you took it on the chin. Like, sometimes it fucks up. You know, that's all it is. Like, we won a major off getting misdrone last round. Off a risk. We set Gunner below, against the below take, had him literally hide, and he got misdrone and won us a major. You know? And if I coached him to, like, don't fucking take that risk, you stupid, you know, piece of shit, like, he wouldn't have taken the risk, we would have lost.
I also feel like if my school of thought for it is like, if you do play so passive all the time, you ultimately just become predictable. Like, the other team, it's just they can predict everything you're gonna do. Like,
yeah,
if you're afraid to do those roams and, like, have those, like, misdrone plays and, like, do a triple roam or a quad roam occasionally, like, you just become, like, so predictable, and it's just, like, teams can really equip against it.
yeah.
Watch what Kaysen did here. This is really good from Kaysen.
I have the cross on this, Zach. You just gotta watch your
He's denying the plant from here.
No, yeah, that's an nasty angle. I'm surprised he knows that one, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, Kaysen's
That's one we
really,
were-
really, really good.
That's one we were trying to hide for a bit, actually. I'm surprised he knows that.
And then this is just stomping, being stomping. Yeah, this is just...
fucking god.
Look at my face.
Oh my fucking god. Dude,
This is just stomping, being stomping.
you know who he plays like? He plays like fucking Like Effect, bro.
Yeah.
They have a really similar playstyle because Like Effect, like, he's also like, he's so good at defense. Like, you're fucked, but like he'll randomly walk and like retake a slippery part of the map, bro.
You know what Stomp likes to do? So, like, this is something I noticed. He does a thing, like, I actually, like, kind of gave it its own term, but it's called, like, feeding. So, like, so let's say there's a guy on backstairs, and, like, Stompin's playing pillar. So, like, let's say there's a guy barrels, there's a guy meeting hatch, there's a guy backstairs. What he'll...
so the viewers can, like, see
Yeah.
it too.
So, like, what Stompin does, and this is, like, what I would consider, like, the highest level of, like, siege, is, like, let's say Stompin's playing, like, pillar, and, like, so what he'll normally do is, like, he'll know that there's a guy on the meeting hatch. Let's say there's, like, 2 guys barrels, honestly. Just say there's 2 guys barrels. So, like, what Stompin will do is, like, he'll try to take a one with the guy backstairs. Like, he might lose it. Most of the time, he wins it. So, like, ultimately, when he wins this one with backstairs, he doesn't fall back. He doesn't play like a pussy. He kills the guy backstairs. He'll immediately just feed. Like, so he'll now not even worry about backstairs. He'll then, like, walk up to tarps. He'll play tarps now because he will take advantage of every position that he creates. So, like, every time he gets a kill, he'll keep walking. Like, so he'll kill that guy. He'll then retake tarps because he knows there's no backstairs pressure. He might kill the guy barrels, and then he'll start trying to kill the guy meeting drop. So, like, let's say he kills the guy barrels now. Let's say that he kills both the guys barrels. Now he's, like, fully just going to stare up at that meeting hatch, and, like, he's just going to stop worrying about angles. Like, he kills an angle, stops worrying about it. Kills another angle, stops worrying about it. He immediately will just feed. Like, so, like, when he gets kills, a lot of the times they're in flurries. He doesn't get, like, 1 kill and stops. He'll end up feeding. He'll go for 3 or 4 because he'll just know to no longer worry about these angles, and he'll actually go crazy.
And his strength with that, like, people need to, like, take away from it is his timing.
Yeah.
Right? Because if he goes too early, this guy is just, like, watching, you know?
Yeah.
And he just gets fried, right? But if he waits too long, then they're all going to close in on him, and he's fucked and pinched. He's finding the perfect timing right before they execute, like, while this guy's throwing a flash or some shit, which is his weakest moment, and then he goes.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. So,
Yep.
yeah. Stop it's very good, actually. Like, I think I was overall like more impressed with Stompin's like decision making than like his mechanics, honestly. Like
No, I know.
when I
Yeah,
watched
that's
it,
like the
yeah.
best thing because like there's a player like like for example like Mingo has like the same aim as Stompin, but like Mingo will say himself like Stompin's a lot better than him. Like there's a big gap because Stompin like will just find weaknesses every round that he'll always
Yeah.
attack it. He'll always
Yeah.
attack a weakness. He's like really fucking smart.
No, Mingo. If I were to make comparisons, Mingo's like NJR and Stompin's like Lucky Effect.
Yeah. Is Lick Effect like a big time playmaker? Like he likes to walk into those slippery eras.
He slips. He's like I called him slippery in like a game before because all he does is just slip into cracks on a defense and attack.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like he'll play in the most vulnerable spots at like Stompin
You want me to
loves
show you
playing
around
those
right now? Or
spots.
you want me to wait?
Yeah,
till
yeah, yeah,
after?
yeah, 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 yeah. Show me around.
Okay, bro.
Because we are
okay,
talking
check
about
this
Stompin
out.
right now.
Check this out, bro. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Like as a coach, right? So, where is this round? Okay, round 1 of border. So this strat, the way this strat works, right?
Dude, you have a whole book.
It's
This is
armory
sick.
attack. We're gonna fake 2 people here and start planning just for pressure, and then our rush is gonna be a double walk up armory hall and an armor through the window. The idea is we pulled so many bodies to this side and the armory guy looking at this side that we could just walk in and take armory for free, right?
I love that. Oh my god.
That's
yeah.
the idea, okay? So, we do this shit. We start yinging.
The Ying Osa. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we put this down. Jynxzi, how many people are on this side of the map?
3.
How many?
3.
Yep. How? Who? There's
Oh
one
my
guy.
god.
One guy. We need one fucking guy. Okay. This is retarded. This is so fucking ridiculous, Jynxzi. Like you just have to watch it.
Look at him. Yeah. Wow. Wow. And he's gonna feed now because like that. Now his back is. He's got one more on him. Here's it. Yep.
Like that is insane. Like that's what I mean.
He's
so
so
slippery.
good. He's
and
so
the
good.
comms I was hearing, like I was standing behind my players, and we were literally, "Where's the Solus? Where's the Solus? Where did he fucking go?" And he's just 1v3s our push. Like even though our push worked, technically he just runs a train on us, dude. It's just. It's
Okay, I'm actually stealing that push and roll it. That's so smart.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
pretty good. It's not that bad. Yeah.
Because everyone on console just panics, dude. If they hear the
Yeah,
Yings,
yeah.
they're panicking.
Another variant you can do, which is like what SSG does.
What's the benefit of
is-
the armory guy? I was gonna ask, like the Amaru. What's the benefit of the Amaru there? I'd rather just have 3 people on the door, or no.
You could do that, yeah. You could do to the door. It's just to create like more like panic, like.
And what do y'all like to do on the door? Like a ram, or like what do y'all normally like to do there, like for speed?
We usually do buck for this wall. We don't really. I mean, ram is good, I guess, but we do buck for this wall. Buck
I like
Ash,
that.
Ash and mainly Vamira, depending on what it is. Like buck Ash, kind of. But or Ace, like Ace if there's a Mira, I guess. Ash,
No, I really
Ace,
like this push.
well.
I love the
Yeah.
I just love making defenders panic. Like that's like the
Yeah.
because that's where you really can expose weaknesses in teams. Like
The variant that SSG does is they'll plant here, but instead of heading armor to go for the instant sight hit, is they'll back off the plant super early and they'll just take CC for free.
yep.
As opposed like so instead of like actually going for the full round end, they'll just take a piece of map control off it. So you can play around it with it as long as you want.
In kitchen, is meeting split, meeting split, meeting split, in meeting split.
Side by side.
I don't know, right side. He was right side. He might have ran out. Hold on, I'm re-clearing him.
That I got baited.
Yeah, hard life on me, close on me.
Wait, no, I didn't know I thought he went out. I thought he went out.
Yo, on that catch, on that catch.
I trolled that.
You need to tell your team what you're doing there. You just need to
Yeah.
talk more with your team because like you are a pivotal piece right there.
Yep, I trolled.
Yo, drone on you. Drone on you, Flash. Drone on you.
Whoa, no!
Like even if there was a guy
That's just
like
that's devious. Meeting split.
like even if there was a guy like split, like you have so many like players like ready to go, with you, that like you just coordinate something here. It's fine.
I don't know, right side. He was right side. He might have ran out. Hold on, I'm re-clearing him. I already.
Both in kitchen.
Fuck, green hook.
No, I didn't know I thought he went out. I thought he went out.
Yo, on that catch, on that catch.
I hate you,
I didn't know
bro.
he died in attic, bro.
So winnable. Wait,
Caught out so late once again.
Yo, drone on you. Drone on you, Flash. Drone on you.
Whoa, no! I already clicked RB.
Yeah, the drone on you.
Fuck,
Gotta
green
cook,
hook.
Hasten,
He
alright?
might be in kitchen. He might be in kitchen.
What was the hatch?
Green door.
I have meeting, bro. If you can
Try,
just watch
Casey.
stream.
Try.
Fucking joke.
You win this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Right side, right side, both
Run green.
Running kitchen, running kitchen, running kitchen. Both in kitchen.
Yeah,
Wait,
journal.
maybe?
He's hard left,
Left side, yeah. Mind you.
Both green door. One ran in, one's going split. Both green, both running kitchen.
Yeah, both kitchen, huh?
Deep.
Oh, he's.
You can really is about
Don't third floor.
here, they have a cage.
Yeah, that run is mostly just like, you know, talking with your teammates about what your gaps
Yeah.
are on site. Like, one big thing you could do as like a site player is always communicating, like, what are our gaps? Do we have a barricade on this? Do we have a barbed wire on this? Do we have a Malusi on this? Then you're more aware of your surroundings and you know, like, what's going on, what you're vacating for your team.
If they have a cave, we're cooked. Can't lie.
They have a cage. I forgot to tell you, they have a cage.
Trophy clear, dining clear, tower clear, trophy clear,
I can get a gato down.
This is good.
trophy clear, dining clear, tower clear, trophy clear, dining clear.
I thought it'd be funny.
I like this. I like this.
This is like 4:30 in the morning, by the way. I just want to like, I'm
Yeah.
like really out of it. Normally I'm screaming that.
It's a passion. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
12 hours. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
12. This is like every Sunday too.
So walking up the back stairs.
They're like my favorite streams of the week because they're just so
Oh
competitive.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really fun.
I'm just so happy like you guys keep it competitive as opposed to just like start like dicking around for content because it's like that's what I fucking love, man. The passion. Like
Yeah.
you want to win this shit.
Stare at the headers. Reed, just stare at the headers.
You
You
think?
might get a kill. You might get a kill. Stare at the headers.
I just got the freezer mirror for free, bro.
Well, right side headers.
Oh, bad aim.
You need to like make sure someone's watching like main flank here.
That's 5 a.m.
Like no one's like you could have easily died right here.
Yep.
Make sure someone's on that drone bottom main or like no somewhere. No one's watching freezer. Like y'all could have got flanked 2 million times here.
Good, bro.
You want to peek?
Yep. Yep.
I don't see anyone.
I said I got the freezer mirror.
Yo, no one's target Smingo. He's just playing. There's 3 in. Yo.
Yeah, like we're not even aware too. That's like I'm like
Yeah.
finding out now that it's like wide open.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Mingo, he doesn't know. Pillar. Oh, no. Wow.
So here we're in a 2v5. This is like a bigger round of the game, like really big round here
Yeah.
actually.
I'm not really sure.
Get on my
Yeah,
first cam, get on my
I was
first
hoping
cam.
for good timing.
Shut up, get on my first cam.
Good. That was good. Shut up, get my freeze cam. You need to be doing that shit as much as possible.
There's one shot, Jynxzi. Peek in the mirror.
Good.
You guys can win this.
Yo, go bunker. He's hard right bunker.
Good. Moving the
So
cam. This is
I would
good.
explain like one thing I did here that
Yeah.
so I ended up like I'll just explain. So I took another gunfight on Chala because like you have to take a gunfight in a 2v4.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
see in a second here. I know that Kaysen is going barrels because my team tells me. So I will just hold my nut. I'll literally hold my nuts and I will wait for him to get a kill. That way we can like collapse. You'll see what I mean in a second. Where I don't just want to like push while he's pushing. Like I like you'll see what I mean. But like when Kaysen walks in, I let him get a kill before I do anything. You'll see.
Oh yeah. No, it's good.
All right.
Good.
Stay alive.
Wait, stay alive. He's gonna get
Tracy,
killed too.
Tracy, he's still there.
Hard right.
Crouch up.
Wait, is the doors open?
So like I just kind of like
Not looking.
sort of hold my nuts here. Just wait for Kaysen to like do something.
What you don't realize that you did was you shot. Did you mean to do this? Did you mean to shoot here to just make sound for him?
Oh yeah. No, I'll always do that whenever somebody's crouch walking.
That is the most important thing.
I actually
Well, you
learned that
should
from
have
like
enough-
stomping like years ago.
Yes.
Just always shoot for people.
Shooting for him, or like even like you have 3 flash picks. Come on, just throw a fucking flash pick. Like, but shooting for him, like that is what gets him that kill. And now they're all down on him, and now like you know.
So then I don't want to be like
beautiful.
isolated, so I doubled up with him here because I know
This
this
is
is a
beautiful,
gap
yeah.
now. Yeah.
This is beautiful. This is an amazing round.
Yeah, me and Kaysen like
Telling him to stay
really
alive.
locked
That's
in.
really good. That's the most important thing you're doing right here. Telling him to stay alive.
He left pillar, I think. He's on the double door.
You have a-
He's
you have a-
quick.
You have a drone case if you want to use it.
Freezer. One freeze.
Nice shot.
Wait, yo, laundry, nice link fire.
Gonna swing hallway,
Link
bro.
fire, yeah.
He's laundry. He's rotate. Hard right, laundry, rotate.
So right here was just like composure. I like outplayed the fuck out of Richie.
For to look at.
You cut out. So right there, like the entire thing.
I just waited here. Yeah.
Jynxzi.
Thanks, man. Yeah. That was a good round by me and Kaysen.
Let's break that down based on the notes that I told you to do, right? Because what did you do this round? The number one thing, shut up, get on my cam. The wrangling calls, right? You wrangled, right?
Yeah.
Shut up, get on my cam. Number one thing you did, right? That made everyone shut up. No one's panicking. This guy's staying alive now because there's not 4,000 people telling him to go fucking push God knows where, you know?
There's one shot, Jynxzi. Peeking the beginning.
Now you're utilizing your strength, which is you're a heart breacher. You're a passive player. You're gonna kill the guys perfectly that over-aggress onto you, right? The same strength that Mingo has. You're gonna do that twice, right? Because this guy's a fucking idiot and has no discipline, right?
Nice.
And then you created soft pressure. Granted, you could have flashed more, right? And that's a goal.
Should have flashed, yep.
Yeah, but you shot for him. Biggest thing, you shot for him, right? And then what did you do? Right, you rotated? What are you saying? Stay alive. Stay alive. That's the biggest thing, right? Stay alive. Because if he fucking keeps going, right, and he dies,
I can't help him. Yeah, I can't even help
it's
him.
chalked.
Yeah.
You told him to stay alive, right? That's the biggest thing. So that's what I want to emphasize is that we talked about this all stream, right? Is the wrangling calls in the beginning, you know, these calls like to stay alive, that don't necessarily have to do with the strat or position or anything, but more so just making sure you and Kaysen play together this whole fucking time. The soft pressure, you applied both this round and you brought back a 2v5 clutch. Right? So the exact concepts I was talking about, and honestly, this last gunfight was just played very well. You were so confident, you didn't like panic. Yeah, good shit right there.
We do this, bro. We do this, Kaysen.
Good shot.
I always say to people, like, this is something I've told my chat for years and years and years and years and years. And I want to know if you agree with this school of thought. So, it's really extreme. But, like, we only won that round because they sold. Like, literally, I had two people gave me gunfights on Chado. They could have just talked and waited for me to walk up.
Yeah.
But what I've told my chat for years is I said, if you're in a 5v1 and you kill the guy, most of the time you're selling. Like, most of the time you're over-aggressing, you're peeking something you don't have to. So I will say, like, if you're in a 5v1 and you go for a kill on the last guy, like, you're selling. And, like, a lot of people don't understand what I mean by that, but, like, I can literally coach 5 golds to win a 5v1 against, like, Spoit every time if they just play in the most tucked contact corners ever. The only reason why we won that round was because 2 idiots swung me on Chala, you know? Like, me and Kaysen played perfectly, but, like, if those idiots don't swing, it's, like, so hard to win that.
No, yeah, 100%. Like, if you want to fucking win, like, you just tuck the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
come on, you know, what could they fucking do? Like, especially in Oregon basement, too. But I think what people, like, they might discredit, like, your gameplay as, like, oh, they're throwing, right? Being able to consistently punish throwing players is a skill set that you need to have as a player who has a high survival rate, right? You and Mingo, right, technically are, right, going to be the last 2 alive most rounds, right? So being able to clutch, even if it's a low percentage, that's the skill set, right? Let me try to pull this up. So I think, like, if I do the 1vx stats.
I love these stats, by the way. This is, like, really cool. So
Like,
these are PL, huh? They have all these. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
this used to be a lot different, but, like, you'll see, like, the highest 1vxers are Smoke Thermite, Ace Mute, Thermite, Ace, Hibana, right? Thermite, Smoke, right? Ace, Warden, which is usually the site player, right? Thermite, Mute,
Yep.
and like exactly, like this is what it is. Like, it's part, like, you're not gonna win every clutch because it's damn near impossible to win every clutch. But, like, having the skill of the enemy fucks up and you kill them, right? Every time they overextend, you kill them every single time. That is a strength, right?
Run right away.
I don't know if meeting's clear. Is he just
So, like, when people discredit, like, oh, like, they just throwing, like, sure, but that's the only way you win any clutch, and that's what NJR does to win all his clutches, you know?
Good time to run.
That's exactly how these insane clips you see happen.
I'm actually down. I'm actually down.
Oh, shit, y'all going for a rush right here.
Attack Cam. I've attacked Cam.
I forgot why we did. I think there was a reason.
Should move behind the bomb and then move it
they're
later.
never gonna shoot him.
I don't think we ended up. I think we ended up 6ing off of it. I don't remember what we did. Let me see. I'm, like, yawning. It's literally like 5 a.m. This is normal when finals are.
I'm actually down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He did that Jordan.
That's great, yo.
Wait, Loki, this is a good time to run.
That boy caught a stray.
Yeah, throw flashing.
Let me
Throw
jump it on
flash.
1 HP. Let me jump it on 1 HP.
Flash tarp swing.
Has a
Move
shield.
around the guy elbow.
Nobody's tarps. Nobody's tarps.
I think y'all are gonna lose this round.
I'm kinda useless. I'm not.
I got, like, I
Unless-
remember this death.
It's just
I tried to play like a creep this round. I don't know. You'll see what I did. I played like a degenerate right here. I was like cutting noise, and then I did like I was trying. He like I don't know. I was gonna try to make a punch hole looking at like the pillar swing, but I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He heard me.
Freeze the door, freeze the door, freeze the door. Freeze the door laundry.
And then here's Mingo, like that survival rate player.
Yeah.
Really good shot here too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's controller too. That's like crazy.
In my opinion, this call should have gotten canceled because like once they know they're coming back to like get ready to stop this push.
Yeah, we
So
should
what
have
you
just
could've
got
done-
out.
Yeah, you could have left the blitz here to like keep baiting, but you see how like Kaysen kind of takes like so much free map control. Like they're all running back to side at this point. You could have left the blitz here to fake out the rush, like make it seem like it's still going, make him like dump some smokes or whatnot, and like just all went with Kaysen to take like hella free map control. But I mean, it ended up working in the end, which is nice, I guess. Once again, yeah, I think the biggest thing is just use your flashbangs a lot more, in my
Yep,
opinion.
I have.
Way more.
I'm noticing I'm dying with 3 flashes so much. Like watching.
Yeah.
I've never VOD reviewed myself. This is the first time I've ever done this.
Yeah, and also, yeah, as a hard breacher, I mean, like at the point where but I guess like you are in at that point, so I can't really say this is too nitpicky. But like breaching this wall like stops this guy from just swinging you over and over and over again.
Freeze the door, freeze the door, freeze the door. Yo.
Yeah, Mingo just clutches. That's nasty. But yeah, definitely. I think that's the biggest, easiest goal you can immediately do off rip. Is just use way more flashbangs since you're.
Yeah, like I
the
should
most
not
you
die
always
with
popping
3
up.
flashes in my pocket
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
No, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's really good.
Oh my god, shitty.
And yeah, work on your flashbang like quick peeks, so that you're not shoving your face in the fucking
Yeah.
barricade next turn and just like throwing a flashbang.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
front.
yeah.
Forest with a little tag.
Lock in on you.
Are they pushing backside? I thought they were doing freezer.
Yeah. I got the cam. Stop and you're good. Don't blow that up.
They're getting
I got the
me
cam.
out,
Go
getting me
back.
out,
I got
getting me
the
out.
cam.
I'm going to press bunker right now. Give me a minute, I'm a little bit slow.
On your door, Simon. On your door, your left.
Start pressing it, reading. Yep.
Oh, I'm getting pressy.
Get that cam.
Yeah, behind the
Yeah, we just kind of play like degenerates with Clash
Right,
on
yeah.
Oregon. Yeah.
Right here, you can call. Is someone gonna tell you to smoke behind the barrel? Yeah.
The door.
He's still holding
See, I already prepped my smoke, which is a bad habit. I shouldn't do that anymore. It's like a panic type of thing.
Nice.
Stop behind the default. Behind the default.
Bonner's 1 HP.
Oh, Regis, you can't come back. I sold
you locked his ass up.
It ended up like kind of cooking though, because then I did that.
Come back in like 15 seconds.
Dude, 2 outside the bunker.
Get out. Jynxzi, go back. Go back.
I don't have a Cronus, bro. I'm not buying a Cronus.
Who is Ash?
Come back, Reedy.
No, I'm chilling. I have bunker.
Jynxzi, go ahead. I'll
Okay, I feel like I got sold here. Let me know what you think. Regis is a quiet player. Here, you'll see.
Waiting for this.
Swinging. Nah, I don't know. He's
Wait,
just
Reed, I
free
think
firing.
whenever
Let
he
me know,
swings
let
like
me
that
know.
again, you ADS and then he swings.
Alright.
Yo, they can drop the house.
He didn't say anything. He did not say a word.
You cannot put is he a quieter player?
He is a very quiet, like our most quiet player.
You can't put that guy on shields, bro.
Dude, because I'm expecting him to be like, barrels, 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 and I'm just dead. Like,
Bro, you cannot put your quiet player. Fun fact, like Spirits was our best shield player by far, right? Like
Yep.
over hot and cold. But we didn't put him on shields because his French was so bad that he would be Monty. He'd be like, he's right there, unzip, and like
Yeah.
he wouldn't get out the call out fast enough. So like, you know,
he literally did it. Like, if this is me, I'm gonna scream barrels. But like, I died to barrels.
no, you can't. Put
Like,
your
look, you don't
quiet
even see
player
his
on
mic
shields.
move. Like, look top left. Look top left. His mic doesn't even move, and I just die. Like, what is that?
No, yeah, you cannot put your quiet player.
But then here's the part where I crash out, because now my chat is like, "What are you doing?" Like when that happens. But I'm like waiting for a call out.
Oh no, that's not your fault at all.
Whoa.
And then like this round, Kaysen, like you'll see, Kaysen's just so good too. You need to react to him next. He's like,
Oh,
he's
yeah?
he's number 2 on
Number two?
console. Yeah,
Or-
Mingo's number 3.
I fucked up because I was like, I always thought Mingo was number 2, but
No. Kaysen's like really good.
or
He has like, you'll see here, has like really good composure.
Yeah, laundry. Whoa.
I love how he swung off the flash because a lot of players like to move off flashes. I love how he did that. Like he peeked out the first one.
yeah. And that's what I meant earlier, but like that's a weak point. You could swing at people using their util, like if they're like putting a nomad
Yep.
down, throwing an Ash Charge. That's exactly what you want to peek.
Boom.
He's so composed.
Yeah.
This round was actually good out of you. Right here, I mean, you're doing your job, and that's the biggest thing is like you're playing all these spots, like elbow, fucking, bathroom on goddamn clubhouse gym, and it's like you're just playing like the most obvious spot. This guy walks in on you, and like you kill him as you should, right? With the pump. Right here, what I would say is, with in this position, you could have tried maybe, I don't know where your smoke was, but maybe you could have tried to shoot your smoke behind the barrel and force them out, like get your guy to walk up with you there. That's a play that's like very common on PC is if you have a smoke, you get smoke behind the barrel. And I think that's what the guy was asking for.
Yep.
Oh, but this is good. Like that guy is very ambitious for doing that, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're killing him. Like, you're punishing them like exactly what they're doing, and then right here, Rita just doesn't give you a call out. Yeah, and then Kason just clutches. That's crazy.
You say that. Yeah. Switch.
Let's see this. They're playing around Bolo spot with the smoke.
Yeah, I like to play off my Clash a lot too, especially with the shotgun on this map.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just broken.
Yo, you gotta either teach Ritos to talk or get him off shields.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I think I should be on Clash to be
One or the
honest.
other.
Drop it green. Green dead.
He did a good job this round. I think I remember. I think he said to power this guy.
One's outside small tower. Switch.
Yeah, right here.
Master, press this guy. Hard right, master door, press this guy.
He did good this round.
Hard right, master door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is good. I like this out of him.
And I like how he moved his body to the
pump
right
very
there.
well.
Like he moved his body
Yep.
so I wouldn't shoot him.
Yep.
And then like I take pride in like never overheating here because my team always
Yeah.
does. They always run out of this master door. I like
Yeah.
see I always tell people to not overheat, but I've been like barking up this tree for 8 years. Like I've always told people to not sell 5v1s because the way I look at it is like the only way to lose a 5v1 is to give him
Is
once.
to give them the
To give him
ones.
once,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Because it's unlosable if we just tuck in sight right now, but that'll never happen.
Enemy team. L enemy teammates for leaving before the round's over. You gotta
Yeah,
believe in
that's
your
like
teammates
such
to clutch, man.
that's such pussy shit.
L culture.
We literally clutched a 2v5 like this game, like, and they just gave up. It's so cringe.
I'm so unemployed at 6 a.m. I'm so
Yeah, 6 a.m. Jesus, this was final. 6 a.m. He's in on Clash of the 4v1.
All right, that's it.
So okay, now that like the whole thing's over, I want
Yeah.
you to give like a pros and cons and like just like let me know what the good things are, the bad things are. Because at the end of the day, like I'll say at the very end the things that I've already learned, but I've learned a lot so far, like a lot.
Yeah. Overall, dude, I'm impressed. Like, and I've never like expected not to be impressed because I remember I got invited to do a video for like Garfield where I was like, I would guess who like matched the clip to the creator or guess the rank or like, and like it ended up being you. And you had a, you're a smart player, right? It's not like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And from this video, I learned like you're simply really good at your role. You might not be insane at your role yet, but the baseline of your role, which is on attack, right, on hard breach, you need to stay alive, you need a drone, you need to, open walls, right? You're doing that shit. And on defense, you just sit in your site anchor spot, and you're doing that shit, right? And whenever someone's, like, walking at it, you're killing them, right? Which is really fucking good. So overall, role-wise, you're actually very solid. You understand your role, and people will shit on you for not getting frags because, simply put, you're not meant to get that many frags in those positions.
Yep.
Right? Like, if you ever notice that you do better when the games are closer?
Bro, yes.
Like, if it's dominant, you do worst when the games are dominant.
Yes, like
And then
when
you do better, yeah.
when we lose, I'm normally the one with 11 kills or 12 kills.
Exactly.
Every time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's simply because, right, you're in spots where that's after Stompin dies.
Yep.
That's after, Kason dies. That's after your first contact player dies. And then you have to bring back a 3v5, which is way less winnable than a 5v5, right? So simply put, that's what it is. And you're really good at doing the things you do, right? But the thing is like, I'm not going to dog on your mechanics or like, oh, you shouldn't have peak here because that's not the type of coach I am, right? I coach a set of 5 players to win. So, like, I'm not your typical, like, oh, like, I'm going to, like, dog on you individually. That's why I looked at this whole stream as kind of like what can your team be doing better? But also, like, there's dual accountability, right? Whereas, like, if you know, if Regis should have done something like call out, right? Then you could have also asked him to call out, right?
Yeah.
So there's dual accountability. So both parties, there's something you could have
It's
done.
never 100% somebody's fault. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that.
So
I like that.
That's why I look at the game that way. I look at it as a team game. That way I never scapegoat a player and make it a 4v5. Right? Because at the end of the day, if you always blame one person, you make it a 4v5. So I always take it as a team. And so far, as a team player, you're great. Right? Cons, right? One thing I would start doing is saving those drones, right? For the next tournament, try that out. You and Mingo save your drones, get fucking your first contact player, the guys that die in 30 seconds, to like start using their drones more, right? Using flashbangs, just like way more. You're saving way too many flashbangs. And then like when you are getting aggressive, you need to start like setting yourself up. You see Stompin when he gets aggressive and taking a gap, he's always like, get on my drone, I'm about to walk down, I'm about to do this. When the few times you do get aggressive, you never link up with anyone. So you never are like, hey, I'm gonna walk in here, are you on my back, flash for me, make this pressure for me, you know? So create pressure, whether it's like, you know, asking for other people, or, you know, doing it yourself. Create pull, create pressure, right? Ask for flashbangs, ask for shooting, ask for someone to pull the pressure away from you so that you create that momentum, or you create that gap for yourself. So yeah, attack. And then the biggest one is if you get this down, I promise you, like, you will single-handedly like 7-0 every console tournament for the rest of your life if you find your fucking plant vision, right?
Yeah.
If you're able to spot every gap that you could just start sticking, and like, you know, when your players are positioned to start punishing, even if you die on the plant and your players get 2, then they can reset and go for something else, right? And defense, just work cams in the beginning. I will be a little hard on you here and say like conservativeness is key, simply because your players are so fucking aggressive. Like, all of them are gonna peak. So every time you peak, it's gonna look bad on you, just because like you're supposed to be the one saying a lot. Like, they're way too aggressive. I'm okay with you taking risks, but it's like, for the most part, like, train clutches, train your 1vx. Right.
Yep.
That's something you can start learning from,
that, yeah.
You know, Mingo, Stompin, because you will be in it. You'll be the one guy just want us to stay alive. Train this. Get into as many 1vx's as possible. And like, obviously, if your teammates are fighting and they're asking for help, go help them. Like, don't just sit there and wait for like a clutch.
Yeah.
But like, if shit's going wrong, try to like, you know, play as perfect as possible into the 1vx, the 2vx, and try to train these a lot, because this is where you can shine and win rounds by yourself, right? It's hard skill. It's a hard skill, but it is a necessary skill. Yeah?
Yep. No, I like that, man. All right, guys. You heard it here first from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Fett. Fett, tell him your YouTube channel. It's Fett. This guy, literally some of the best Rainbow Six content. He posts like pretty much daily too. And it's like, if you actually are serious about getting better at Siege, he's the #1 channel on YouTube. I'm not just saying that. Like, if you actually want to get better at the game, sub to this guy.
I really appreciate it. And yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity from Jynxzi. You know, like, I felt the love. And, you know, shout out to you. Like, if your mission goal, like, if what you did for R6 was bringing more attention to the game itself, like, my goal with the game is bringing more attention to the competitive side, you know, to the layers and the esports and how cool this game really is. Because people watch and they'll be like, oh, it's so funny, they're shit talking each other, but really it's the coolest game in the world, honestly. Like, I don't think it's like, it's heroin. You play this game and every other game becomes boring, honestly.
Yes, and it's like, once you get past that initial learning slope, like, Siege becomes really cool, but yeah. All right, man, thank you. That was a banger. I'm not gonna lie, that was a banger.